What's up guys, this video we're going to be reacting to Waffles' video where he had several girls rate my looks, and specifically we're going to compare me to Todd Valentine and see who girls find more attractive and why. Alright, so a lot of people were sending me clips of this video right after it came out, like, dude, Waffles went around, asked girls what you look like. I was like, fuck yeah, let's check it out. And the results were pretty good, but I thought it would be fun in the spirit of a competition to compare myself to Todd. And to be fair, he did 4 other YouTubers, but I think that one seems like the most interesting competition, especially since it was back-to-back. So let's start off with Todd and see what girls think about him.
What are your thoughts on this man?
No.
Nope again. Are you going to say yes to anybody?
Well, you better have a good in them because no.
I want to ask you, if these guys aren't good enough, what would be your ideal? What's your type?
I don't know, hairy, big and hairy. I like a dad bod. I do like a dad bod.
Yeah, he's good looking.
So I think the issue that Todd has right away from a purely looks perspective, and again, when something with competition like this, it purely comes down to looks, is that he has kind of like a nice, submissive energy type of vibe, kind of feminine, right? What Todd needs to do is put on 25 to 30 pounds of muscle, get a fade, and grow out his beard a little bit. Just doing those 3 things will actually make a big difference between how girls perceive him. If you see Todd running around his videos, he's kind of skinny, he looks kind of tired, like he doesn't have much energy. And again, I think if he puts on muscle, gets a little bit of a beard, maybe gets on TRT, that could be a game changer for him when it comes to looks.
Yeah, he looks like a nice guy.
That was quite unenthusiastic, as in you were saying all positive things, but I'm going to be honest.
When a girl says you look like a nice guy, that's actually a bad thing.
Look on your face was like, yeah, he's good looking. He's good looking, yeah.
I wouldn't go there personally.
He looks a bit like a teacher.
Not in a good way.
He seems more like a father figure than...
Yeah, so you're saying teacher, you're saying father figure. It's not really like a dating situation.
I don't like that pose.
Now, also to be fair, neither one of these 3 photos is good. And, you would expect a dating coach to have good photos. Maybe Waffles just picked the worst ones. I don't really know. But these aren't really that good, right? These were clearly not taken by a professional camera. The lighting isn't ideal. And in 3 of them, he's staring directly at the camera. If we go off the OkCupid study, which I think was very, very solid, they found that photos where you look away from the camera perform significantly better than photos where you look at the camera, right? So that's basically should tell you that, yes, it's better to be looking away than staring directly at the camera. A few photos here and there where you're looking at the camera is okay, but every photo, if you're looking at the camera, that's a no-go.
He's doing with his crotch open.
like paint me like one of your French girls. Yeah. It's like that, and that's just quite tragic.
For me, it genuinely doesn't matter as long as they can make me laugh and they're an interesting person. Looks only go so far, but looks really fairly limited in what they do for me.
Friend zone, one night, date long term, or never?
Probably never.
Never, or not even worthy of the friend zone. That is a brutal option.
I would friend zone. He looks like a nice guy. I'd friend zone. I like him.
Yeah, when a girl says you look like a nice guy, that is actually a negative.
My friend.
Friend zone.
Yeah, friend zone. Never.
You said never to the other 3. Would this guy be friend zone material?
Nah, never.
Yeah, never.
Never again. Okay. So what do you think of this man?
So yeah, overall, I think that's a pretty dismal, performance for Todd. Now again, to be fair, right, if I was like the one supervising the competition, I would actually, get Todd to take better photos, the kind of quality photos that I take, and then I think it would be more of a heads-up competition. But I think even if we did that, because Todd has this kind of feminine, nice guy look, he would perform worse than me.
What are your initial thoughts from him?
I like him. He's good looking. He's my favourite out of all 4. No, I think the photography makes all the difference.
Make you more...
And exactly, photography makes a huge difference. Now, I would say this, the top 2 photos, yes, those are photos I would use on my dating app and, do, but the bottom photo I would never use on my dating app. I have that on my Instagram, which is I'm sure where Waffles got it from, but I would not use it on my Instagram because it's too posed, right? It just looks like I'm trying hard. And you're gonna see that, girls expressing that later on.
Likely to swipe on him on Tinder?
Probably, yeah.
Would you swipe on him on Tinder based on these photos?
I would.
And yourself?
Yeah, I would, but also I feel like hiring a photographer to take pictures of you is a bit I don't know.
You think it's
Exactly. So this is a very interesting phenomenon. Girls like photos where you look good, but they don't like it if it looks like you were trying to look good. So basically, girls want you to just be walking around the street and some paparazzi takes a photo of you and you just suddenly come out looking good with good lighting, good body language, good everything, right? It's a little bit of a catch-22. So what you want to do is in your photos that you take with professional camera, where you have good lighting, where you have everything on point, you also want to look as natural as possible, which I think is something I accomplished really well in the first photo. photo, right? Even though all three of these photos were taken by the same guy with the same camera, right, on the same day, the second photo to some extent, and the third photo is very, very posed, which again is why I would not use it on a dating app.
A bit overdoing it, hiring a professional photographer. But then what should a man do? Should do mirror selfies work? Should you get your mate to take it? Should you get a professional photographer?
I think mirror selfies work, but the first 2 mirror selfies were like big, like no top, kind of.
Do you think topless selfies work?
Well, they don't appeal to me.
Yeah, he's a bit more meh.
What about him do you like? I'm intrigued now because this is the first person that you've found attractive so far.
He's got a nice smouldering look.
The first guy had a smolder as well.
No,
So I would say in terms of purely looks thing, there's several things I've gone for Todd. One, and to be fair, I am younger and these are younger girls. So maybe if he was growing up to girls in their 30s, that wouldn't really matter as much, but these are college girls. But two, I think I look a lot more masculine. Again, with a beard, with the extra muscle, with clothes that fit me really well. That just kind of gives you a more masculine look. Also, in these photos, I'm not smiling like a jackass. I just look like I'm like James Bond fucking, doing my thing.
try to smolder, he can smolder. And his body looks nice and lean and toned, but it doesn't look stupidly muscular.
It's very hard to pinpoint what you like.
He looks attractive, I think.
Well, he's hired a professional photographer. Do you think that helps him?
Yeah, again, the try hard thing. You just gotta be chill about, no, you're attractive.
Again, this is something that comes up time and time again. When I was actually first getting into coaching, I always knew this was a factor, but I didn't realize how big of a factor it is. But, in the last 3 years, I realized that, one of the biggest things for girls is that you don't look like you're trying hard. Yeah, it's a catch-22 because in order to get good photos, you have to try hard, right? You just can't look like you're trying hard.
To just be chill about it.
What's with the hands? He looks like a pterodactyl.
Is there anything positive to say?
So again, going off she's riffing on my third photo, and again, that's not a photo I would ever use on a dating app.
It's attractive, but again, it's just that he looks so serious.
Do you think they look like quite chill photos? They're quite chill, relaxed, aren't they?
No, he's trying too hard to be relaxed. That's not relaxed.
If you had to say out of the 4 options, one night, long term, friend zone, or never, what would you say for this man?
I would date him.
I'd start with the one night and then maybe date, depending on how it goes.
You want to try and start out as a side chick, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Probably one night.
Because I don't know his personality, it's going to be a one night.
But is there potential for long term?
I mean, it depends what he sounds like how he speaks.
The funny thing, living in Miami, I'm so spoiled. I would literally never go out with any of these girls.
What is he dumb? I don't know what he's like, so...
I think I'm actually gonna say, I'm weirdly friend zone. Also, yet again, I feel like he's quite old.
Shit, I'm exposed.
Friend zone for him.
Never.
Never and
Never.
never. I think you're the first guys to say never.
Yeah, so overall, that's a pretty decent, again, you're not going to be attracted to every girl. Also, I'm not like a male model or something like that. So 50% of the girls being interested, 50% of the girls not being interested, and most of the girls who are interested are looking, sexual, i.e. one night. It's pretty solid. But again, I think that it would be interesting to this competition if instead of the third photo, which again looks kind of try hard, I use the photo that looks more natural, right? Because if you look at my Tinder profile, it's not just like superposed photos. I have a shirtless selfie in there. I have a photo with a dog, right? I have more activity photos, and that kind of counterbalances the whole try hard thing. So it'd be very interesting if he actually took the photos out of my Tinder and showed them to girls to see if I could go above 50%. But again, I think the issue Todd is facing, and to be fair, he's older and these are college girls, but also he just kind of has this nice guy look. The photos aren't that good. He's staring at the camera, right? He doesn't look like the kind of guy that's just gonna fuck the shit out of the girl. He looks like the kind of guy that's gonna give her a 20-minute lecture and then call her an Uber home. All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable. If you want to see more content like this, check out Wheat Waffles' channel. Also, make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe, click the bell for notification. Appreciate y'all. Until next time.